shit is real, my shit is raw, my shit is authentic.
Hello, welcome to the 5th episode of the Abstract Next Door podcast. My name is Maia, I'm your host, and I'm just so honored to be here sitting with you all and speaking with you guys again. This is going to be a dense episode. I probably say that every episode, but this one is... there's a lot to break down. We're going to be talking about the Heart Chakra, also known as the center, heart center. But before we talk about that, I wanted to talk about this shift that is coming up. So if you have Twitter, you've probably seen all the jokes about December 21st, Black people are going to get superpowers. That's funny. That's not quite what's happening. So I just want to start this episode by breaking down what is actually happening. Now, I'm not an astrologist. I'm not big on astrology. It's not something that's at the forefront of what I practice, but it does resonate in a lot of ways. So if you're really deep into astrology, this is for you. If not, like myself, don't ask me about astrology because I don't know much. But I have been feeling that a shift has been happening, has been just starting energetically from the beginning of this year. So it's great to see that kind of being validated in the astrology community. So I have... some information has been brought up to me, so I'm just going to share that with you guys, and you guys can do with that information as you will. So yes, if you have Twitter, you've probably seen a whole bunch of jokes. December 21st, Black people are going to get superpowers. That's not necessarily wrong. I don't know if I would just say Black people, but maybe on an ancestral level, a lot of things will be activated for us. But what is happening on December 21st is called a grand conjunction. And so this is supposed to take place at exactly 1:20 p.m. on Monday. And I'm not going to get into what planets are in this and winter solstice because I'm not an astrologist. But my way of breaking down this shift that is happening is basically we are entering a new phase in human history. Okay, this is a once in a lifetime event. And basically what's going to happen is that we're going to experience a change of reality. So I would say that the energy is synonymous to the Dark Ages, the Middle Ages, entering into the Renaissance ages. So it's pretty much the same. And so we're going to be entering a new state of awareness. And if you've been doing your work, you're going to basically step into that and be able to live in that new expanded version of yourself more authentically. So energetically, on an earthbound level, we are creating a space for that awakening in all of us. So this is more of a process than an actual event, even though we can put an actual time and date to it. This is something that has been happening, again, energetically for some time now, which is a huge reason why we experienced the year that we experienced that just passed, or is now coming to an end, is because we have been getting ready for this shift that's happening on December 21st. So I really felt the need to record this podcast before that happens because I feel like the more work that you have been doing leading up to this moment, the easier this transition is going to be for you. For people who haven't always been aware or haven't been practicing or living into the work that they've been set here to do, this might be a little bit overwhelming. And I even this week has been crazy from the beginning of the week to the end. I feel like that was just a perfect glimpse of what that transition, that breakthrough is going to feel like. So I'm just going to read some quotes from some astrologers that talk about this shift happening, this grand conjunction, just to put some perspective to it. So an astrologer named Melanie Reinhardt, she speaks of it in this way. So she says a process of awakening is initiated. A time of accelerated spiritual development occurs with its attendant life challenges, which may include rapid change, separations, crisis, illness, and stress as outmoded ideas are being released. So old ideas are being pushed out as new ideas that resonate with us on a deeper soulful level are now coming in, and that is a transition that is going to be hard for some because we are so attached to some of these outdated ideas, and it may be a challenge to kind of let them go. So like I said, people who have been doing their work, the path is going to be a little bit more clear for them to kind of step into this new role, this new expanded version of themselves. So I'm excited to see how it's going to feel both energetically and physically. I'm not going to put too much expectations on it because whether you feel it or not, it's happening. That's just, it is what it is. And I'm really interested to see how the next year plays out, or the next even decade plays out. So yeah, I just want to start with that little tidbit. We can keep going with the jokes about Black people getting their superpowers. I say that is partially true, even though I know it's a joke. When we say superpowers, I probably say this every episode, but we all have these abilities within us. It's just that we kind of lose sight of them as we go, just because of the expectations of being a human being in this realm, in this space that we have created over, as humans have kind of occupied Earth.